Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the weekly Wednesday Wargaming questions and answers. It's an off-the-cuff video, guys. What that means is I record and upload. There is no fancy editing skills. You won't see my intro at the beginning. If there's outside noise, I can't help that. I do have I do have a transition button, so I can stop filming, wait for that to stop, and then carry on. Now, these weekly Wednesdays are essentially a Q&A. You guys ask me questions, I answer them. It is 90%, would I say, or 95% GW stuff. Marvel Crisis Protocol is starting to come into it as well now, but it's 90% GW stuff. And it's 95% model focused. There is some questions about terrain from time to time, which I fold into Weekly Wednesday. There's some general information about myself and what's going on in the workshop as well, from time to time. To start off, I just want to remind everyone, I'm still doing commission Let's Builds, commission painting, and commission custom terrain pieces. Now, break those down for you. Let's Builds, if you haven't seen Let's Build video, go and check one out, because I basically take a model kit and put it together. Now, why would you want that service? Because you might not have the space to do it all the time, or more importantly, you might have little hands that want to get involved, or you might have a nosy cat that wants to get involved when there's super glue and there's glue around, and you don't want that sort of craziness. You know, so if you're interested in that, give me a shout and we'll sort of talk about prices and what it is and you want done. Custom commission painting. Now, anyway, if you haven't seen the painting video, go check it out. But I'm painting it, so it's battle ready, or it's beyond battle ready. Now, a battle ready standard, you could then take it away and dry brush it and wash it and edge highlight and do whatever craziness you want to do to it. Beyond battle ready, you know, it's just that little bit extra on top of it. You say check out one of the Pile of Shame painting videos, and you'll know exactly what I mean. And why would you want that service? Because again, you might have time on a space, or you might only have Sunday morning. In which case, you want to play a game with your buddies. You struggle with time that sort of way. You know, again, just chuck a message and chat about stuff. And custom terrain builds. If you haven't seen anything I've built, go back and check them out. Now, I haven't even started to try and finish the piece I have. And one of my viewers actually messaged me on Messenger and said to me, "Don't paint too much about terrain. Just do one every so often." But you know, everyone that's on the channel now seems to be enjoying what you're doing with the models and stuff, so just keep it going. So I hear that, and thank you very much. But I've set myself a task of trying to get a terrain piece done every 7 to 10 days. So I'm going to try and stick to that. And also on the weekly Wednesday, guys, for everyone that's new, we do a vote, and the vote is there's a host of models here, and you guys vote on what you want me to paint for next Monday's painting video. Now, my aim is to paint the Heavy Low Cost Destroyer tomorrow morning. That is the aim, because I'm off tomorrow, and apart from organising this place, which is a lot to do here, as you've seen, there's a new sort of setup. There's a fly buzzing past the light. As you see, there's a new sort of setup here. I'm still not sure on the camera angle and the lighting, because the lighting's quite bright in my face. No, it's too. There we go. It's a bit better. It's not blinding me now. So I'm still, trying to organise stuff here. The desk is still a mess. Not a mess. It's an organised mess. There's just stuff everywhere that needs to be, because I wanted to have the camera clipped to the back of the desk. But anyway, same as this behind me. I'm thinking about putting all the Pile of Opportunity models boxes on here. So because I've got a funny feeling, as I'm moving, I'm going to be knocking it. So I don't want to have anything on there that's going to get damaged. I'd rather just have the boxes of models that are not going to, they fall off, they're not going to be broken or anything. And then over the back here, I've got, this is where I used to do painting on. And this one underneath is an ultra straws. I used to just have boxes of stuff on, box underneath with all the plastic swing bottles with all the bits and pieces all inside. But I decided to put them like that, I don't know what I'm going to put in there yet. I've still got the little metal computer desk, which I can't go under the desk, it's too big. But I want to try and keep it, because I want to try and keep it for all of the bits boxes to go onto, so it's easy to access. But I might have it here at the side of this, but I don't know if it's going to be in the way. I'm going to knock it. I don't know yet. There's still a lot here to sort out. So yesterday's Let's Build video about this amazing Livic Blight Hauler, and an amazing model. But I made a 3-course meal of it. I wasn't looking at instructions properly, and you know, I was just so full of positive energy and wanted to get stuff done. I wasn't paying attention to what I should be doing. But anyway, it's built. It's fantastic. Yes, it is in the boat for this week. But yeah, that's what's been going on in here. I mean, if I flipped the camera around and showed you what's here, you'd be like, oh my goodness me. I think also with the pile of opportunity boxes stacked up behind me, there's a nice little backdrop for you to see. But anyway, that's me thinking too hard. There's questions to be asked, and I'm going to answer the questions. First thing I want to say to you though, Air Hobbies, brilliant website if you live in the Republic of Ireland. I think they're sure they deliver to Europe as well, but check the prices and check how much for post and stuff. But at the moment they have Hero Quest for €106. Now that's normally €150 in, you know, the Gamers World in Dublin. So I was looking at it and I was contemplating, because that's the game that got me into models in the first place. And they still have the EdMech Christmas box as well for €156. I'm actually still contemplating whether I want to get that as well, just because then it's a whole, you know, a huge amount of EdMech to add to what I have. Now what's in there is Balius Core, I think that's his name, special character, 10 Skitarii Rangers, there's 3 Cataphan Destroyers, 3 Cataphan Breachers. I think the Breachers and the Destroyers can be built as either one. If I'm wrong, let me know. And then there's 2 big robot things with a little guy that I think controls them. Yeah, I don't know how much you're saving if you buy that box, but it's €156 on Air Hobbies. It's for anyone that lives in the Republic of Ireland. If you're in Europe, you might be able to get it as well, and it might be the same sort of price. If you're using euros, I'm sure it'll be the same price. But even if you have to pay a little bit of shipping, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Yeah. So anyway, what do you think? This is a question from my main man. What do you think about the new World Eater models, and when are you going to start Nid's army? Right. Well, this is a good question. A very good question. New World Eater models, I think they're absolutely fantastic. I absolutely cannot wait to get my hands on them. I think they're absolutely fantastic. Now, in terms of which ones I like the most and all this, I love the Hero one, the Juggernaut. I think that's absolutely beautiful. The Juggernaut itself is still classic to the Juggernauts. The Juggernaut is the big beast thing he rides, like a rhino thing, but it's still different at the same time. It's like sort of just changed a little bit, but it's still the same. It's very good. I like it. But for me, Angron still to show. Now I know he's going to probably be €120, €150, something. Well, not 150, hopefully not, but 120 somewhere in that area. But that's such an amazing model. You know, I hope that as it comes out, I'm able to get it on pre-order, and as it comes out, I get it a couple of days after it's arrived up in the shops, and then I can do a Let's Build on it that week for you guys. That's my hope. But until I have it in my possession, I'm not going to get too excited, because and when am I starting Nid's army? Oh, my friend, if you bro, if you knew what Nids I have here. Okay, I'll give you a little rundown. What Nids I have here. I have the Combat Patrol. Okay, now I wanted to wait and get another Hive Tyrant, so I could do one as a Swarm Lord and one as a Hive Tyrant, and just build them together on the same video. Because they are the same to a certain point, then it's just this part or this part, and you know, just build one as a Swarm Lord and the other one as a Hive Tyrant. But with the Hive Tyrant, they say, well, this is where you put the wings, and this is where you do this, and you know, that kind of way. So that's why I haven't jumped onto that yet, because I want to start with that big model. I have, there's another 12 termagants. So there's 48 termagants altogether that I have. There's 2 boxes of gargoyles. I think there's 12 gargoyles in a box. So there's 24 gargoyles. There's 12 hummergants. I think there's 12 in that box. That's the needs I have so far. So there's a huge amount. So I don't want to. I wanted to start with the Hive Tyrants. I might just start with some stuff, because otherwise they'll be sitting there, and not next week. The week after, I'm on holiday for a week. I'll tell you about this joke in a second. I'm on holiday for a week, and the aim is to get at least one game of 40k in. But I don't want to do Necrons. I enjoy playing Necrons, but you know, we had 2 games of Necrons or 3 games of Necrons. The rest of Space Marines. Alex is comfortable using Space Marines, so he's going to keep using them for the minute, which is great for me. But I want to try and get at least 500 points of something else done, whether it be Chaos Space Marines, whether it be Death Guard, whether it be Sisters, whether it be Tyranids, I don't know, Eldari. I want to try and get 500 points. I'm aiming for 1,000, but 500 points would be good enough, because then it's a small game, and when we get a couple of them in the week. But that's what we're aiming for now, because we want to, in this year, I want to do a battle report every month. Even if it's a 600 point battle report, or 700, 1,000, 2,000, doesn't matter. I just want to try and get one in every month. So I hope that answers your question, my main man. Next question. I've been watching some of the older videos. Will you be doing let's builds on the old Warhammer boxes you have? No. I tell you why, in a nutshell, because they're not as complex to build as what we have now. They're very, very simple. It's literally on the sprue, this is legs. Yeah, with the bottom half of the torso, like the groin area. Clip and clean. Then there's the body, clip and clean, that goes onto the torso. Then there's the arms that go on. There's little one flat surfaces for the arms to glue on, and head goes on. That is as simple as they are. Now, with that, you can still put them in different positions and all that sort of stuff. That's great. Some of them have 2 hand weapons, one in each hand. Some of them have a hand weapon, the other hand is just a fist, but you can put a shield onto. All that sort of stuff. So no, I'm not really going to be doing any let's builds on those, because they're very simple. Now I do have Beastmen, I can see here, because everything's just stacked everywhere, because I was trying to get the desk in. We have Beastmen, Moral Warriors, there's box Chaos Knights, there's old Orc Goblin Chariot. So just don't see the point of doing let's builds on them, because they're not that difficult to do. I mean, something like the Chaos Knights might be interesting to look at. Something like the Orc Goblin Chariot might be interesting to look at, because it's not just very simple to put together. There's a few parts that go together, but there's no urgency on me to get those done. I'd rather spend time getting stuff done for the 40k. Even with that said, I have like a box of Tactical Marines here, and a box of Space Marine Terminators. Again, I probably do a let's build on those, because they're very, very simple, but just to show everyone how they go. And that could probably be a 10-15 minute video, not even that long. And then from there, I won't need to show you those again. So, you know, just that kind of way. But I'm very pleased with the way that last week, how productive I was on the channel. And this week so far, I'm very happy. So just, yeah, just, I'm getting there with stuff. I want to keep going forward this year. I just really want to push the channel and just bring you guys lots more content. Now, there's been a little bit of talk about the 1 hour weekly Wednesday. I'm probably going to give it a go. Okay, I am going to give it a go, but solely designed for the purpose of if you're painting your own models, or if you have hobby time and you want something to listen to, you know, just whack me on, and then away you go, working away. You can hear me talking away in the background. Now, I'm not going to set myself to say like the first Wednesday of the month or the last Wednesday. I'm not going to do that, because if I do that, I put my pressure on myself. If there's stuff going on outside, you know, in the house with family and anything else that I can't get done, you know, so I'd rather just go, okay, this Wednesday I'm going to do it, bang, and not say nothing and just do it. And then it could be 3 Wednesdays later, slips into the next month, and I do another one, you know, something like that. So bear with me. Do you have any New Year's resolutions based around the channel? What I've said already last week about what's going to happen in the channel. But one, I don't really like New Year's resolutions. I like to try and set myself goals and tasks. One task I have, one goal, one task I have, well, there's two here really. First one is to try and keep this workshop as tidy as possible. You know, we've got this brand new desk, absolutely love it, it's perfect, it's brilliant. And the rest of the place is an absolute mess, and I need to just keep it tidy. You know, if I'm cutting foam and there's stuff on the floor, before I finish I need to sweep it up, just get rid of it, that kind of way, rather than just I'll sort it out later and then 3 weeks later it's still sitting there, and so I get annoyed and then have to do it. When I was in that corner there doing the, you know, all the bits and pieces stuff, there was a pile of stuff around me where I put something down, okay, I'll sort it out later, and then later never comes. I don't want that again. I want everything to be clean, organised and tidy, and you know, so I can just walk in here and there's no don't have to spend time tidying up before I can actually do stuff, because the mess frustrates me, but then losing time tidying up, the whole morning tidying up, frustrates me. Even now organising everything here, it frustrates me, because I've got time, I want to get content done, but I know once I get this all sorted out I'm going to have more time. And the other thing that I want to do, the other goal I want to do, excuse me, is try and condense down everything that I have. When I say condense it down, there's a lot of stuff that I just, I mean, I've got storage boxes there with foam inside it, with models inside it. On top of those storage boxes, there is bubble wrapped terrain pieces. So I'm like, it frustrates me. So I've got to move all those to get the models out before I can even play games and stuff. I don't want that. I want to try and condense it down so that the models are easily accessible. There's no need for, you know, there's nothing's on top, piled on top of each other. It's all nice and where it should be. That's what I want to try and do. Because of this new desk, and I keep going on about it, but I'm going to give you a view of it, so you're going to go like, oh my goodness, mess, you know, and you can see how messy it is. I still haven't organised anything yet. Because of this, it saves me a lot of space. Now with this desk now, I don't feel as cramped. I mean, you look at this bad boy. The top of that, I had all stuff at the back of it, you know, the model bits box trays and all that, and then I literally had about that much space to work and film on. And even now I still wanted a camera. But this is huge, and it fits perfectly behind the cabinet that's here, so it's literally perfect. No one can sneak up on me because the door's right there. Yeah, when I bring you down and show you, you're going to like, I hope you agree and say, well, it's nice. I actually got it for 70 euros from Jysk. Some people say, what's Jysk? This is like an IKEA, okay? We have IKEA here and we have Jysk. Okay, it's another Swedish company, I believe. But yeah, 70 euros for it, it's absolutely fantastic. I love it. I absolutely love it. And it wasn't even actually that hard to put together. Alex put it together for me, and it was done in like 20 minutes. So anyway, that's all the questions I got today. I'm going to bring you down and show you the vote. Then the rules of the vote is, you chuck on below in this video and just what you want to vote on. Okay, if you want to vote on more than one model, you go for more than one model. Now, the heavy low cost destroyer, let me take him out of the box there, because he's going to be, I'm aiming for him for tomorrow morning, just because I wanted to get him done. I want to step up the painting videos, and I was meant to do it on Sunday, but little one's been sick, so we ended up sitting at out of hours doctor surgery for like hours and hours and hours, so I didn't get time to get it done. Then Monday painting video, and then I thought it was off Tuesday, but I wasn't. I was in work, so I had to get the desk done, and I had to do the painting video, then get the desk done, and it was like, it's a pain backside. But anyway, yeah, so you chuck a comment below on this video what you want to vote on. This one, that one, whatever. You know, don't say all of them because that won't count, but just which ones you want. And then it's Friday afternoon. I look at the votes, and whichever has the most votes is the one that gets painted for Monday. But then from Friday, I can start prepping the model and undercoating it and grabbing it if it needs to do whatever. If there's more than one model has the same number of votes, then I do a dice roll, and whatever the dice roll is what it is. And then it's Monday's video. So I'm going to bring you down. I'm going to show you what's up for voting. There's a good few more models that have been added to the pile. But yeah, I'm going to bring it and show you. Right, well here's the desk. Let me get up and take this in. Here is the desk. Yeah, look at the size I have now. It's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it's from a metal frame as well. It's nice. Anyway. And I like it because the lighting is so more brighter here. Even though it's the same lighting I was using before, it just seems more open and more bright. Anyway, as usual suspects, there's a Space Marine Captain with the shield. Some Handyman-Gs. There is a Space Marine Ancient here, which I would need to do a banner for, but it's a different video in terms of armour. There is a Chaos Knight, 3 Eradicators, 3 Blade Guard Veterans, some Dire Avengers. I actually have some more plastic Dire Avengers to put together for you guys as well. So I'd prefer to do them all together, but if they win, they win. We've got Ripper Jackson. We have the Dark Reapers. Which is less build, was it last week? I think it was. We have the Chronomancer. Oh no, sorry, that's the Lieutenant with the shield. There's the Captain with the shield. Sorry. Don't worry about the Lieutenant because I've already done him on video. We have the Giant. We have Chaos Sorcerer Michael Sinesh. We have the Engine Seer. That's the guy at the back of the big axe. We have Space Marine Captain with the Plasma Pistol and the Power Sword. The Apothecary, which I'm not looking forward to painting. That was voted on last week, but didn't get enough votes. I'm not looking forward to painting white. He needs to be done, so he needs to be done. Doesn't matter. The Blade Guard Ancient, I believe he is. Chaos Sorcerer Michael Nurgle with the tentacles hanging out. Zodgon Watsnagger. Space Marine Chaplain. We have the Catan Shard of the Void Dragon, which is an absolute beast of a model. We have Swooping Hawks at the back there. We have the Despoiler, which is this amazing model here. We also have, well, ignore the bloodletters that are in here because they are to be painted. That have already been done on camera once already. We have Plague Bearers. We have Demonettes. Now, Andy from Mediocre Hobbies just done a video, I think it was yesterday, how to paint Demonettes very quickly. I haven't looked at it yet. I don't want to look at it yet in case these guys win the vote. If they don't win the vote this week, then I will probably have a look at it and just see what way he done his. But I have an idea already how to do my ones. We have the Blight Hauler. It's an amazing one. I can't wait to get that painted up and everything else. And we have Venom from Marvel Crisis Protocol. Right, so as you can see, it's the usual suspects. There's a few more bits and pieces done. I don't think the Plague Bearers or Demonettes were in the vote last week, because I think they're actually on the table because I was priming them down ready. Not for the vote, but I was going to do a 12-hour paint challenge for them before, but it didn't happen. But yeah, so they're new into there. The Blight Hauler's new. The Venom's new in there. The Dark Reapers are new in there. Yes, there's 1, 2, 3 new models in there, not including the Plague Bearers or Demonettes. 3 new models in there since last week. So I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. You know, if you guys check on below and you must give me a pat on the back and all that business, because I think that's pretty good. So check on below, vote on what you vote for. Friday afternoon I check the votes and, you know, go from there. If you have a question for me, okay, check on below and I'll answer it next week, Weekly Wednesday. If you need an answer to that question, or I feel you need an answer to that question straight away, I will give you the answer, but then I will still address that next week, so anyone else has the same sort of question, you know, can answer it. If you can message me on Messenger if you want, it's not a problem. Or you can go to Unique Wargaming Terrain Facebook page. I don't put my head in there as much as I should, but you know, there is a messenger button in there where you can click on and message me directly. And the other thing I should be doing, which I keep forgetting to do, is put my work up on TikTok, because I have a TikTok account as well. It's Unique Wargaming Terrain, and I have like 1,500 followers on there. And people love my videos and look at the videos on there, but I always forget to put my work up there. So that's something else. That's actually something else I should be doing for New Year's resolution. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. You know, thinking about 1 hour weekly Wednesday, 25 minutes already. So it's not, for me, it's not that much of a push. So anyway, I'll figure out when I'm going to do one, and I won't say nothing. I'll just be 1 hour special, and I'll say at the beginning, sit down, get your paints ready. But anyway, I'm going to be waffling on now. Until next week, guys, take it easy. I'll see you then.